here's how I gained influence. I got a camera and I interviewed people with the intention to learn about them and from them, and paid a team to chop that content into valuable, empathetic, educational, entertaining content and put it out to the world, and continue to do that. And then people said, you know what? Maybe this guy isn't crazy. Maybe he does know something.
Don't forget to smash that share button. Subscribe to my page. Follow me on Instagram at Lance Bachman, and keep sending me those questions. Today I'm fired up. I'm speaking with Jay Doran, founder of Culture Matters. So Jay, we got to know each other over the years. Tell everybody about Culture Matters and what you do.
So Culture Matters. We believe when people read to think, write to develop, listen to hear what is unsaid, and speak to let go, they develop more value for themselves and others. So I work behind the scenes with companies, one-on-one with the owners, to help them get clear on what their company's story is, what the company's values are, what their company's language is, who they are as individuals, so that they can hire people that align with their company. They can let go of people that don't. They can train people in the organization to become better. And that's a little snippet of what I do. So like,
how's culture changing now with everyone on lockdown?
A lot of people have asked me about the virtual side, like what we're doing right now, and saying, is this going to be the new norm? I think the idea that this could be the new norm is actually a mistake. I think that we've already been virtually connected. We just weren't aware of it, meaning we're all positioned better than we think we are for a virtual world. Meaning when you wake up in the morning, do you check your social media or do you check your email? Anybody listening to this? If you do, you've been operating in a virtual world. If you own a company with employees, not only you, if you've answered that question, yes, I check my email. Yes, I check my Facebook or my Instagram or whatever. But if you answer that question, yes, and your employees statistically are, then you're better positioned for a virtual world than you think. You may just not have been doing this type of activity in the past. So how's it affecting? It's waking us up to what we've already been in. I just wrote an article about this. It's called Nothing Has Changed.
What advice would you offer people right now in this climate? How can they work on their culture? What advice can you give? I mean, most companies are working remotely. They're doing Zoom calls. Can you give some people advice on what they be working on?
I actually am seeing organizations excel, and as long as they're having regular time where they're communicating with their people, they're actually excelling more than before, whereas they might have been over communicating or micromanaging when they thought that they were doing the right thing. Nothing's changed since the caveman days, meaning if Lance has an idea, he's the leader, and he drew the idea on the wall. Based on how well he communicates that idea to other people in the cave room is how well they go out and hunt together. That's never changed. The medium has changed. So are we having the meetings? How are we having the meetings? Just because meetings don't go well doesn't mean all meetings suck. It just means, well, how do we have meetings that are productive?
I'm 46 years old. I built this from the ground up. So I think when people build things from the ground up, they love them. But at 46 years of age, I have a less tolerance of hearing, I'm having a rough day, so I don't want to work. I didn't get back to that person because I was busy, which is the most common thing, or, oh, I forgot to do something. Well, if one of our clients forgot to pay us, right? So, and I know there's a fine line of balance. I mean, CJ, Jolynn, Bill Rizzo, my leaders here, they're very big into it. I've always said this, if you're in the foxhole with me, I'll be in the foxhole with you. Tell me why I'm wrong and you're right with the culture part, because I'm interested in that.
You are actually a representation of a culture, meaning every culture has a leader. The culture is the ecosystem of shared belief created with a leader and maintained by the trust, meaning you just brought up a couple of those scenarios. However you answer them, however that's explained to the people in the company, that creates trust or doesn't. So you're actually the epitome of an individual who's created a culture, meaning an organization that believes in something, that believes through the leader and gets it done. So I would say that you act out a strong culture every single day. Now, and you're so busy taking action and making it happen, your job is not to analyze culture and understand culture. No, that's my job, is to study cultures, study companies, study, right? So I would think that we actually agree emphatically, because your belief system is proven, and anybody's belief system is proven in what they do, not what they say and think.
Where does influence start, and who would have influence? What do you consider influence, and where does it start?
okay, so here's how I gained influence. I got a camera and I interviewed people with the intention to learn about them and from them, and paid a team to chop that content into valuable, empathetic, educational, entertaining content and put it out to the world, and continue to do that. And then people said, you know what? Maybe this guy isn't crazy. Maybe he does know something. Now, is that special to Jay? No, anybody can do it. Lance Bachman, a leader in the Philadelphia and national realm of SEO, you are doing that. The gentleman that's leading the show, everyone listening to this, you are witnessing someone that is doing that, has done it, especially now in a time when it matters to show who you are in crisis, is doing that. Thing is, all of us, regardless of our status, our externality, anything, we all have the capacity to be influential. I'm interested in influence. That's why I have it. I'm focused on being influential. And we all have a voice if we put it out there. Why did I wait so long to put my voice out there? Because I'm insecure. Because I'm insecure and afraid of conflict and unable to face it, I hid. As I grew through my work, I was more apt to facing conflict. And the creation, the opportunity is in the conflict. You call a prospect, they don't want to buy from you. You embrace the conflict, you dig deeper, and before you know it, they hire you. So everyone here listening to this, if you're not influential, don't have kids. If you are influential, share what you know. I'm swearing because, you bring the best out of me.
That's okay. What are you doing to move your business forward, Jay, right now?
I'm continuing to interview, like yourself today, individuals who I want to get to know more in all walks of businesses. And through those interviews, through that funnel, because that's a funnel, a meaningful one, I'm building relationships. So the most thing that has changed for me in this whole thing is that I've realized that I've been socially distancing myself since 1991, meaning when I was born, and I'm not going to hide anymore. So what are we doing to move forward? More of these lives, which I appreciate the opportunity. More just the same of what we're already doing, because I was a couple years ahead of the curve, because, well, that's what I'm paid to do, is to think in the future. I'm going to do more of that, a lot more writing. Every day we have articles go out, working with people I care about, asking the questions to find out, is this someone that I could see a lifelong relationship with, and continue to do that and tell the truth.
Jay, thank you for being on the Den. Great job. I appreciate it. Keep moving your business forward. Stay safe out there, everybody. And culture does matter in businesses. It's going to impact your business one way or another, positive or negative. Jay, thank you. And just for the record, Jay, I don't think you're crazy. I think you're special, brother.
Oh, I love you too, man. I think you're very special. Thank you. My character is revealed in how I interact with either of them. I learn every day from asking questions and leaning into those that judge me. Their judgment helps me learn about myself. If I'm unable to interact with them, then I'm actually judging myself. So I actually believe both of those people. I feel both of those people. My interest, honestly, is to learn by unlearning, to be open and understand who I am.